With not that long remaining until Rebound hits our stage, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you tonight to ACL Prime 119. I'm Chloe James at your service for this evening as we get set for one hell of an evening up on the horizon. And let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, on tonight's edition of Prime, we have one hell of an evening planned for you all. As following the fallout of last week, we will be hearing tonight from Kain and his partner Hazama right here tonight. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we will still have a lot on the table as we have a triple threat for the Sky High division in store to see who will get one step closer to facing off against Neji Springfield for the Sky High title. And not only that, we have a big main event involving the ACL World Champion Noctis Lucis Caelum. All of this and much, much more on the horizon tonight here on this edition of Prime. And speaking of people involved in the Prime brand, ladies and gentlemen, this man in particular, we saw his shades come about, ladies and gentlemen, both back at the Grand Slam and especially back at the VW Worldwide event, where he was one of the 4 men involved in crowning a new fight for the right holder. And that, ladies and gentlemen, while it was certainly not his night in that regard, the mixed reception he's been getting ever since that night, and especially ever since betraying Spiral at the Grand Slam, you have to wonder if Davis Motomia really has turned a new leaf in a sense. But of course, facing off against a man like this, you really have to question if you are really ready to go. Because this man, Kanji Tatsumi, had one hell of a year last year. He was close to becoming ACL World Champion on numerous occasions, but got screwed over by Jotaro Kujo at every single opportunity. Now, he has a designated world title opportunity that he can use within his grasp at any opportunity. But the one caveat, he must use it before Pop to Victory this year. If it's not before Pop to Victory, he does not get it used. So he has that time limit in store. But tonight especially, you have to wonder if Kanji Tatsumi is ready and raring to go here tonight and to make a statement of intent against Davis Motomia tonight. However, both men in this match have a lot to prove, not to just themselves, but to everyone at large here tonight. That's really where this opener is definitely going to get a bit interesting very quickly. And we are underway here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and getting into the collar tie-up, Davis Motomia shoving Kanji Tatsumi right into the corner just like that. And now Kanji fighting out of it, and oh, a smack right to the side of the head, right to the side of Davis Motomia's head, but Davis is not taking too kind to that. No siree. Seems as though Davis is really not liking this, and he's trying to go right for it, but Kanji is one step ahead of the curb once again, laying him out on his back. And this is really, and Kanji is definitely giving Davis no quarter right here tonight, as he immediately goes right back onto the assault, right there onto Davis, and again, setting him up and stomping him right back down onto his back. And the big thing right now, Kanji is just absolutely dominating this contest here tonight. But of course, Davis trying to find a way out of it every single opportunity. Whether or not he is actually managing to do it is really a cause of concern right there. However, Kanji still managing to pull out all the stops and managing to maintain control of this match to such a degree that Davis can only reverse out of it, as he just did there. And sure, Davis is getting a couple good shots in, but moonsault on the other hand, lion salt off the ropes just like that. And once again, Davis Arm dragging him into the corner just like that. And right now it's not looking good for Kanji, but Davis once again having the tables turned on him one more time here tonight. And right now, oh, knees right to the back, and Kanji once again getting out of it again, turning the tides, and the dominance right here by Kanji Tatsubi is impeccable. And a running bulldog right into the other side of the ring, just like that. Davis trying his best to overcome Kanji, but at every turn, Kanji cannot allow Davis any sort of opening, and he keeps on doing it, going right for that head one more time, but Kanji still getting caught out by Davis at those points, and it's right there with that cocky attitude of his that might be his undoing right here tonight. And he's out, just flinging Kanji right to the outside. Falling him right to the outside as well, going right back to it, and then shoving him into the corner and taunting at him, as if to quite literally just say to him, it's just a taunt to him at this point. But of course, Kanji going right back up top, going right for it again, going for that elbow drop right to the top, going for the pin again. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Only a 2 count making the target. And an elbow right to the head. Once again, Davis taking advantage, and a fake out super kick. Fake out super kick just like that, and taunting away right in that corner now, just almost begging for Kanji to get back up to his feet. Continuing the taunt, but Kanji's right back up. That was not a good move to make on the part of Davis. Well, he has definitely been making a good stride in this match so far. Davis, unfortunately, is still falling in the same pitfalls he had before. Biker Jacket DDT. However, Davis getting out of it, and a twisting uppercut and stopping Kanji from rolling to the outside, only to send him to the outside himself with a clothesline. And bonsai drop right there for the ring apron, and now sizing him up, going, oh, and a mighty ass kick right there to the chest. A mighty kick right to the chest, but of course Davis and Kanji now brawling on the outside at this rate. Kanji knowing he has to take Davis right back into the middle of the ring in order to make any sort of progress in this match. But Davis realizing it and not fighting against it, instead setting it up for a skull-crushing finale, but no! Skull-crushing finale denied. Kanji gets him out the way. And now Kanji looking to set Davis up for an electric crash again. Electric crash for the first time of the match, setting it up. 1, 2. And Davis managing to kick out of it just like that. Managing to kick out of it somehow. Powering out of it. And Davis getting right back up to his feet. Going right back onto the assault again. And now, Superman punch flying, and those punches right to the head. And now, Spine Buster, just like that, onto Kanji, laying him out into the corner, and a drop kick. Kanji not allowing that drop kick to connect, however, going right for his own combination right there onto Davis instead. Right there into the corner now, setting him up, and wait a minute, Bulldog right there for the corner. Hitting the target, clear as day. Biker Jacket DDT, no! Second time in the match he's trying to pull out that Biker Jacket DDT, and the second time it has been denied in this match. But can Davis setting it up for Digital Distortion? Digital Distortion hitting the target. Now going for the pin, 1, 2, and only getting a 2 count. Only getting a 2 count again. And now Davis getting a little bit desperate, employing some of those harder hitting tactics, managing a DDT and a drop kick right to that head. And now Davis setting it up again. Lion salt off the ropes, and once again another lion salt. And setting it up into place. Standing moonsault right there onto Kaji. Kaji's like, I've had enough of this, trying to go for those. And now, fake out super kick one more time. Fake out super kick again. And now Davis, digital distortion denied for a second time. Digital distortion denied, not allowing it a second time to hit. And Kaji trying to position himself right here, making sure he gets good headway at this point. And right now, Davis is in full control, somehow managing, trying his best to keep that in position. And Davis is absolutely in control, but hey, wait a minute. That's Vash the Stampede, but what the hell is he doing over there in the corner? What the hell is Vash doing in that corner right now? Davis is realizing that he's over there, and he's wondering what the hell he's looking over there for. And now he's just making a mad dash back into the ring, realizing he has to get right back in. Oh, and a twisting uppercut once again right there onto Kaji. Kaji, however, taking advantage of it, setting him up with the distraction, biker jacket DDT. Biker jacket DDT, and now Kaji setting him up into place right now, looking right here. Electric crash hitting the target, middle of the ring, nothing to stop him. 1, 2, 3. I mean, say what you will. Say what you will about what we just saw right here tonight, but I will say this. I will say this for Davis. He put on a good show against Kaji right here tonight. And Kaji Tatsumi picking up the win, that was most likely inevitable, but he put on a damn good match at that. But what I want to know for a question is that what the hell was Vash the Stampede doing out there? Causing a general distraction, being an absolute nuisance. What on earth was Vash the Stampede doing out there in this match here tonight? And we are back here tonight, here on Prime, as we get set right now for yet another big contest of the evening. Tonight, it was like I said at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, this triple threat contest, which will decide who is going to be one of the 2 men involved in facing off against Ken Kaneki next week to decide the #1 contender for the Sky High title. this triple threat contest will contain 3 of the most high up-and-coming and some of the highest ranking stars in the Sky High division that we have right now. And as you can see right here, Dave Strider, one of them in particular, you know for a fact that he went the distance with Neji Springfield back at the Grand Slam, unfortunately coming up short against the Sensei of Magic in order to become the new Sky High champion. But can he overcome his opponents right here tonight to get to that point? But with one of them being the man that's about to come out right now, his chances may already be slimming down. Because this is a man that has been at the top of the pedestal in the past. He has been the Sky High champion in the past and lost it to Noctis Lucis Caelum, who implemented the Option C ability for the Sky High division. So now, whoever has that Sky High championship and manages to utilize that Option C ability will in fact have a world title opportunity after 5 consecutive defenses. Once they reach that pinnacle, the sky is the limit for them. They will break that limit, and then they will be able to essentially go for a world title match. But this man, a man who was in it, who held that title before that was in place, can he be the one to go and face Ken Kaneki next week for that ability? Next Prime for that ability? And of course, here is a man that has definitely made a lot of shockwaves within the division ever since making his debut just last year. Terra, the Keyblade's Chosen, has definitely sent shockwaves throughout the division, absolutely making a tear throughout it as a result of his actions. And you know for a damn fact that he will want to do anything in order to get back into the limelight of the division one more time. But the big question on everyone's mind is that is Terra ready to outlast these two men? It's that what is he going to do and what will he get himself into in order to maintain and get that win tonight? And this match is now underway, and all 3 of these men realistically going ballistic for the word go here tonight. Terra especially looking to cause a rapid fire succession of assaults on all 2 of his competitors here tonight. Establishing his dominance very quickly in this match. Establishing it very quickly. Oh, wristlock lariat right there by Dave Strider, and now Lucio trying to recover from that botch attempt right there. Terra playing it smart on the outside, waiting for a time to strike right there. But Dave Strider taking advantage right there, taking advantage of the situation on his side. And Dave now in control of the match already, but this is still pretty early on. It's still relatively anyone's game at this point. But considering the opponents in the ring right now, Lucio being rolled out to the outside, it's not looking good. With the other 2 men in this match is Terra. Makes his intentions known to both of them here tonight. Dave Strider, on the other hand, taking full advantage, but no! Terra, on the other hand. Terra and Dave, I was thinking to myself that these 2 would definitely be taking the advantage thus far. But it seems like Lucio's coming right back out of the blue to go right back to it. Really, this is the big thing I gotta take into account with a match like this. You need to realistically think about the situation at hand and think to yourself, what am I willing to do and what am I going to have to pull out of the tank facing off against a difference of opponents? And now Dave rolling out to the outside. Lucio not looking that good for wear at the moment as Terra takes the advantage right back again. Lucio, however, finding a way out of it. Springboard Hurricane. Springboard Hurricane Rana, on the other hand, gives him another idea. Lucio going right back for Dave Strider as he gets right back into the ring. Face planting him right back down as he goes right for Lucio. And no, Dave saw that one coming. Lucio can't expect him to realistically go right for it again. And now, Terra looking to fling Lucio right into those ropes. And a masterful assault right there by Terra. Definitely maintaining a very good advantage for the sizing of it. And Dave looking to pick him up, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Dead lift uppercut just like that by Dave Strider. Practically mocking Terra with his assault right now. Practically mocking him in the middle of the ring. Saying, your cheap little tricks won't fool me any good. And I think Terra's taking major exception to that right now, because he's trying to go right for it, but Lucio, on the other hand, looking for something else entirely. Fireman's carry with that gun stun. Lucio getting picked up by Dave, and Dave about to get hit by a supersonic roundhouse, but a tilt-a-whirl DDT is in the cards for Lucio right now. And now Dave going right for Terra now, but Terra seeing right through it. And it ain't looking good for Dave at this point, getting slapped right across the face. We've seen this move a lot in the past. The overmoves death spot in all virtual wrestling. That superplex from the top of the rope. Right now, Terra's in full control, going right back for the pin. One. Only a one count, however. Only a one count. And now Lucio setting up Dave. Dave about to get a double whammy right here from both Lucio and Terra. It is the Generico Memorial DDT through the ropes. Of course, Lucio not slowing down one bit, going right back. No! Terra taking exception to that. And a big old strike across the face for Terra. And a all around the world DDT. Terra rolling to the outside now. And Lucio taunting a bit into that corner. Giving a little bit, almost begging for Terra to get back in. Terra not allowing it, but getting thrown right into a flapjack. And Lucio thinking he's in position to be dominant. But right now, side slam Uranage right there by Dave Strider. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. And a leg drop just like that. And now Dave going up top now. What is he thinking? Oh, and big old leg drop from the top of the rope just like that, but Dave not allowing it. Dave taunting away at Terra once again. And he's thinking to himself, he's thinking he might be able to go for a shit-wrecking boot to the face. Shit-wrecking boot right to the face hits the target. And now, Lucio trying to get to his feet, realizing that Dave took his time, going right for him again. And now, wait a minute. Lucio gets hit just like that. He gets hit just like that. And now Terra thinking to himself, he needs to capitalize now, and he needs to capitalize quick. Backbreaker into a belly-to-belly suplex just like that. Dave trying to steal the pin, and Terra looked pissed at that. But now setting him up for a deadlift. No! Deadlift uppercut. Right there. And then Dave saying, no, that's not how we're doing this. And Lucio ducking under, giving him a clothesline for good measure, but Terra going right for Lucio, and no! Terra dropping it right down onto Dave. And Terra now going after Lucio one more time. Drop kick onto Lucio. Drop kick by Lucio. And now going up top. Is he gonna hit the beat drop? Up top with the beat drop. No! Beat drop denied. Lucio going right back to the well now. Terra thinking to himself he might be in danger at this point. But Terra might already be thinking of how to end this right now. Deadlift uppercut, but no, once again into the roll-up. And Lucio once again maintained the advantage. Uppercut right there by Terra onto Lucio. Drop kick onto Terra by Dave. This match is once again changing on a dime, and it's really anyone's game at this point. And now Dave up top. Is he thinking? Missing the target entirely, but Terra trying to go for it again. But Dave seeing through it. Dave punching out Terra at this point. Stiff as hell neck breaker right there by Dave. Right there onto Lucio, going up top one more time. Is he faking the scratch? He's not faking the scratch just yet. He is, however, faking a leaping DDT. And now he may be thinking, he might be wanting to go for that scratch. He might be wanting to go for it. He's signaling for it. Here it comes. The scratch. The scratch nearly won him the Sky High title once. Can he get it one step closer again with this? 1, 2, no! Only a 1 count. And Terra taking out Dave at the very last second. That killer instinct on the part of Terra. That killer instinct and then some. But Lucio going out of his way to make sure that Terra does not get back up. Dave barely getting conscious at this point. He has to be seeing Lucio right there. But here it comes. Crossfade from the outside. Crossfade right from the outside. And with that, Lucio, unless Dave could get back in the nick of time, might have this done and dusted. 1, 2, 3. And Dave only just realizing what's just happened here. Only just realized he was 1 moment too late. And Lucio getting the pin on Terra tonight is managing to get 1 step closer to getting 1 more shot at the Sky High title. Next week he will face off against Ken Kaneki. Next Prime he will face off against Ken Kaneki for chance at that belt. And the winner of that will face off against Neji Springfield at Rebound for that Sky High Championship. But the question now is, whoever gets to face off against Neji, will Neji be able to survive his first defense intact in just a few weeks' time? That is going to be the big question on everyone's mind here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I did say, ladies and gentlemen, that later on the show we would be joined by Kain and his new partner in crime, Hazama. I regret to inform you all, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get set for that right here and now. As the ring's about to get cleared out here of all the competitors. We're about to get set and we're about to be joined by these 2 men. Kain R. Heinlein and his new partner in crime, his new underling, his new partner, if you will. The man known simply as Hazama, this vicious plague from the Blaze Blue universe. who last week screwed Rock Howard out of a shot at the world title against Chris. Now, Rock Howard did challenge Hazama to a match at Rebound, and they're most likely going to be addressing that right here tonight. But one needs to only look at this picture and just realize that there is something twisted going on here. And I get the feeling we're going to get a bit of the sense of the bigger picture right here tonight from this little exchange we're about to get from Kain and Hazama here tonight. So I feel like it's only best that we change to the middle of the ring and just let these two just say what needs to be said at this point.
My. All of you really are just chomping at the bit for me to come out here and address you all finally. It's kind of hilarious if I can be honest. Seeing you all so furious at seeing myself and the man beside me, it just fills me with so much joy, knowing that I make you all so angry at me. And you know what? I relish every moment of this, knowing that I am very much the hate sink you all want, because what I am building is more than some problem child, and it is more than what you man-children in the audience wish to think. What I am producing here in front of you, with this absolute monster being beside me, is simple. I am creating a legacy. And not some legacy that a child has been making out of a simple temper tantrum. I am talking about a legacy that will span long after I have left my mark in this company. I am creating a legacy which will outlive even the greatest rivals this company has sought to destroy. I am creating the Highland legacy. And you are all going to bear witness to this destructive force that I am creating. And look on in horror as you realize that just as quickly as it began, you all shall live to regret allowing me to make this. And as for my former protégé, you challenge for Rebound. Hazama accepts without any hesitation under one caveat. It will be contested as a street fight. Since you wish to prove how much you want to give me and Hazama a final reckoning, I shall allow you to give it as much as you want. Just remember one thing. While you lie in the hospital bed, covered in scars and wondering who to blame for your misfortune, you will only have yourself to blame for putting yourself into this misery. And that will be the biggest wake-up call of all to you, my dear nephew.
And just the cursed words from Kain here tonight. Not only does Rock now have to deal with this legacy that Kain is building, but now he has to deal with Hazama in that street fight at Rebound. And some very strong words on the part of the #1 contender, Chris. And it's very fitting that he made mention like that as we get set for our main event of the evening right here tonight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that our world champion Noctis Lucis Caelum is about to be in action against our former world champion in his own right, Kenshin Himura. And Kenshin especially will be wanting to make a very clear statement to the new world champion, especially in his first match since winning the belt at the Grand Slam. Noctis, however, made his intentions clear that he doesn't care who comes for the belt. He doesn't care who comes for the crown. They better not miss and all that stuff. Because Noctis here tonight definitely is not going to play around with those in charge and those wanting to come right for him and the belt. And that includes any challengers right here tonight. Because while this may be non-title action against Kenshin Himura tonight, you have to keep in mind that we've seen champions walk into non-title matches like this and not treat them with the utmost seriousness that comes involved with being a part of this, with being a champion in this type of action. And this is the thing. If Noctis is not careful, he may fall into those same traps that champions before him have fallen into. But that is only if he doesn't let his own self get the better of him. But of course, Kenshin Himura, who took a back seat last year due to the dramas with Spiral, definitely this year is now wanting to finally step right out of the shadows, right into the light, and finally get himself back into the contention of his position where he was a year prior. Because he was on the front lines. He was one of the men involved in making sure ACL stayed afloat last year, and the years before that. And now, he could be in a much better position if he beats Noctis tonight. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event of the evening. ACL World Champion Noctis Lucis Caelum in non-title action against former World Champion Kenshin Himura. This right here tonight, especially given the words that we saw from Chris just earlier, definitely will put into perspective right here tonight against what we will be seeing from Noctis going into the future, especially as World Champion. Right here, Noctis is already bringing a lot of intensity right there to Kenshin, but he's not one of those that's not gonna taunt right there, and Kenshin is taking advantage of that, going right for it and giving him what for, telling him he better not turn his back to him with that. That's the big thing with Kenshin. He has gotten the ability to put openings in those prior and be able to completely decimate them in the process. But the question is, will he be able to do that again tonight? Will he be able to pull that off? But no, drop knee right to the chest denied. And Kenshin going right back for it again, but Noctis utilizing his abilities, utilizing that skill set of his right there for the word go. Still trading shots right there, trading those chops right there between both of these men. But Noctis still managing to get out of it at every turn. Missing the drop kick, however, could be a crucial move right there that he just managed to get out of it just very quickly. And Noctis flying with those knees right to the chest, onto the outside, onto Kenshin, and now dropping the elbow right back down again. Dropping that elbow right down onto Kenshin, flinging Kenshin right back into the ring now. And now, frog splash in the target just like that. And now, no, Kenshin not allowing the connection of that wrist just like that. Flinging him right into the corner now. Drop kick right there, but Kenshin once again maintaining the offense. Trying to weaken him down right in those arms, knowing damn well he could not be able to utilize his full arsenal if he doesn't have that in play. And really a very smart move on the part of Kenshin right there, but is it going to be enough in order to keep him down? Seated drop kick right into the corner. And now Kenshin utilizing the advantage once again, picking apart Noctis piece by piece, hitting him to the side of the head. And once again, just taunting away at the current world champion as he's on the ground. Could he be looking for the mercy killing? Mercy killing hits the target! Could be going for the win right now. 1, 2, oh, only a 2. Only a 2 right there. Noctis managing to kick right out at 2. Just like that. And now, crossbody into the corner denied by Noctis. No! Noctis reversing it right into a flapjack. But at the same time, what is Noctis faking now? Setting himself up into the corner and marking the kicks from out of nowhere. Marking the kicks from out of nowhere. 1, 2! And only a 2 count with Mark of the Kings. Just like that, only with Mark of the Kings getting a 2. And now Noctis calling up Kenshin now. What on earth is Noctis faking here? No! Overshot the target with a springboard drop kick. Overshot the target and then some. And now Kenshin may be about to take advantage of it. But no! Running just like that, and now springboard, and now going right to the outside again. What on earth is Noctis faking here? No! Denying it again. High kick by Kenshin denied. Super kick on the other hand right there by Noctis right there onto Kenshin. The arsenal being brought into play by both of these men, accommodating for each other's styles at this point, is staggering. It's staggering and it's impressive that these two men are able to pull out all of their arsenal against one another and still managing to get as much of their soul out of each other, and a clothesline hitting the target right there onto Noctis. And now Kenshin just thinking to himself, how on earth is he going to be able to keep the assault going? How on earth can he keep this assault going against the world champion? But the world champion has been busted open at this point. It's not looking good for Noctis at this point. And it may be continuing to not look good for him right now, because Kenshin's on the other side, thinking baseball slide drop kick right there onto Noctis. And Noctis, once again in a very bad way right now, being sent right down to the, right onto his back, right to the outside again. Being picked up one more time, and now shoved right into the steel steps. That killer instinct of Kenshin Himura coming out in full force right now. You really need to be thinking to yourself, if you were in Noctis' position, what the hell would you do next? How the hell would you overcome something like what Noctis is going through right now? Those are the things you really need to keep in mind. And Noctis is realizing this, getting right back into the ring, getting slapped right across the face and then some by Kenshin. And Noctis trying to find a way, trying to find some form of an opening. No! Kenshin realizing it again. Getting it again. Vertical suplex, laying him down one more time. Dragging him to the center of the ring now, taking him away from those ropes. And now utilizing it, and just a slight tap to the side of the head, that already hurt head of Noctis Lucis Caelum. Looking to scoop slam it, but no, Kenshin not allowing it. Noctis not allowing it either. Forearm. But Noctis is still ready and raring to go. Going right for the assault one more time. Going forward again right there onto Kenshin. Flinging himself right there just like that. And now Kenshin ducking under. No! But seeing through it, Kenshin has seen many of those in the past. And he saw him coming. But Noctis is going right for it again. Noctis going for it again. But no! Kenshin sees right through it again. Kenshin sees through the tricks. Noctis realizing he cannot go for that arsenal, but now a code breaker from out of nowhere. Code breaker from out of nowhere, just like that. And now Noctis looking. Royal Ascent right there onto Kenshin. And now wearing him down bit by bit. Thinking if he could manage to wear him down slowly but surely, Kenshin might not be able to get back up. No! Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count onto the former world champion. No! Running knee strike. 1, 2. Kenshin only managing a 2. Kenshin only managing a 2 once again. And now if he hits this, it may be game, set, match for Noctis right here and now. This could be it for the world champion. Kenshin with a mercy killing again. 2! How on earth did Noctis kick out at 2? How on earth did he manage to kick out at 2 of those mercy killings? Noctis going right back onto it again. Thinking to himself, this may be the only chance I'm gonna get. And he may not be wrong on that matter. He may not be wrong. And if he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. Marking the Kings one more time. Marking the Kings one more time. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. My God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Noctis Lucis Caelum, if you did believe he had the material to be a proper world champion by now, tonight, in a contest like this, up against a very worthy opponent in Kenshin Himura like this, I feel like, is all the proof you need to know for a fact that Noctis Lucis Caelum can, in fact, get the job done. And in 2 weeks, when he faces off against a former crossover champion, a man he's crossed paths with in the past in Chris, he may be more than ready to defend that world championship against him in his first defense at Rebound. It's going to be a hellacious encounter between the two of them, that's for certain. But tonight we saw for damn well certain that these two have got everything in the tank in order to make it. Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of the challenger, however, Chris staring down at Noctis right here tonight. And the two of these men staring each other down, knowing for damn certain that in a few weeks from now, these two will come to blows for that world title. And Chris is just intently staring down at him. He doesn't even have to say anything at this point. He made a huge declaration just before this match, and he's saying, you better have listened to everything I said beforehand. Because in 2 weeks, there's not going to be any way for you to run. There's going to be no other option for you to do than to bring your best or to go home without the belt. And as Chris said, he's faced off against opponent after opponent that have thought that they could take them down. The question now on everyone's mind is Noctis going to be the one that finally can knock off the fiery spirit of Chris? Or will Chris knock out the King?